Welcome to Techwartz. In recent times, when you think of buying a smartphone, you get to notice a term called screen refresh rate. Smartphone manufacturers call that higher refresh rate makes their phone more fluid than others. But is it really worth the hype? There's another term named touch sampling rate, which hasn't got the importance of screen refresh rate, but this too is equally important. Today, let's see the difference between screen refresh rate and touch sampling rate. Screen refresh rate is the number of frames that your smartphone could display in a second. Your smartphone screen refreshes itself to make the thing you watch fluid. Basically, most of the smartphones has a screen refresh rate of 60 Hz, which means that the smartphone would be displaying 60 frames per second. If your smartphone has a screen refresh rate of 90 Hz, then it would be displaying 90 frames a second. Higher the screen refresh rate, smoother would be a smartphone. Touch sampling rate is the frequency at which your smartphone screen can sense your touch input. It is measured in Hz. Since we consider latency of the screen, it involves calculations in milliseconds. Now let's consider that a smartphone has 60 Hz touch sampling rate. We all know that a second has 1000 milliseconds. Dividing 1000 by 60, we get the touch sampling rate, that is 16.6 milliseconds. That is, for every 16.6 milliseconds, the smartphone looks for a touch by the user. Now, if your smartphone has a 120 Hz touch sampling rate, then your smartphone looks for your touch every 8.3 milliseconds. As far as I know, Nubia Red Magic 5G holds the title for highest touch sampling rate of 300 Hz in smartphone industry as of today. So it reacts to your touch input blazingly fast. Apple implemented 120 Hz touch sampling rate in all of its devices from the iPhone X so that the iOS feels pretty fluid and snappy. Now let's see where it actually matters. Higher refresh rate screens helps when you scroll through your feed, while higher touch sampling rate is useful while gaming. There are just a handful of games which support higher refresh rate display. The famous first-person shooter games like Call of Duty, PUBG Mobile don't support higher refresh rate display. I will list the games which support higher refresh rate display in the description below. So, the final verdict is that both are equally important, but there is still lots of room for development in higher screen refresh rate side other than just scrolling. If you like the video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.